Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to crochet a square yoke according to your desired size. All we need for this is a shirt or a cardigan. You can use a cardigan if you plan to make the yoke into a cardigan, and a good fitting shirt if you plan to make the yoke as a top. And then you can use any yarn with a corresponding crochet hook. First, we're just going to measure the back. I have here 11 centimeter. And I plot it on the diagram. The diagram has 4 sides, the back, front, and two other sides. Then I'm going to check how many stitches is equivalent to the length of the back. I'm just going to make chains in random number. For mine, I will make 40 chains. And then third chain from the hook, I'm going to make double crochet. And I continue to make double crochet across the chain stitches. Let's count the number of stitches that is equivalent to the length of the back. I have here 22 stitches. Let me plot that one in my diagram. So 11 centimeter equals 22 stitches. This diagram corresponds the number of stitches we need to start the square yoke, and it will also correspond to the foundation chains. The front side is further divided into two because the square yoke has an opening. So each side has equal number, which is half of the back. But because there is an opening here, I'm going to subtract 1 stitch on each part, and that will be an allowance for the border later on. And the other two sides is half of the front and half of that number. So half of 10 is 5. So 10 plus 5 equals 15 stitches, and it will be the same on the other side as well. So we will have 22 stitches, 15, 15, and 10, 10. And we'll add one more stitch for each corner. Now we're going to sum up everything. So 22 plus 10 plus 10 plus 15 plus 15 plus the 4 corners, total is 76. 76 is the number of our foundation chains. So to start, I'm going to chain 76. I'm going to add 2 more chains. 1, 2. Then third chain from the hook, I'm going to make a double crochet. So on the third hole, I insert my hook, and then I pull up a loop. I have 3 loops, pull through 2 and pull through 2. This is my first double crochet. Now I have 2 double crochets. And on the first side of the front, it says I have to make 10 double crochets. So I will add 8 more double crochets. Now I have 10 double crochets, and after making 10 double crochets, the next stitch will be allocated for the corner. So to make a corner, simply I will make 1 double crochet, and then I'm going to chain 2. 1, 2. And then I'm going to make another double crochet on the same stitch. So this will be the pattern that we will make for every corner. And then after making a corner, I will make 15 double crochet on the next stitches. So I start on this one double crochet, and then I will add 14 more double crochets to make 15 double crochet. So we are now working on the side of the yoke. After making 15 double crochet, I'm going to make another corner, and I'm going to do the same. So double crochet, chain 2, and double crochet. Now we're heading to the back part of our yoke. It says here I need to make 22 stitches. So I'm going to start making on the next stitch, and I will complete the 22 stitches off camera. Making 22 stitches, I will make another corner. So the same pattern, double crochet, chain 2, and then double crochet on the same stitch. So now I'm working on the opposite side. So I will make 15 double crochets. So I will complete the 15 double crochets off camera. Making 15 double crochets, we have another corner. So the same pattern, double crochet on the next stitch, and then chain 2 and double crochet on the same stitch. So we're on the front. I'm going to make 10 double crochets. So the rest of the stitches, I have 10 stitches. So 10 double crochet, 15 double crochet, 22 double crochet, 15 double crochet, 10, and the corners. So I have completed my first round of my yoke. For round 2, I'm going to chain 3 and turn my work. And this chain 3 is counted as the first double crochet. So I will not make a double crochet on this first stitch, and I will make a double crochet in the next stitch. So yarn over, insert the hook on the next stitch, pull up a loop, 3 loops, pull through 2, and pull through 2. And then I will continue to make double crochet on each stitch until I reach the corner. No need to count how many double crochet. And on the corner, I'm just going to make a 1 double crochet here before that actual corner. And on this corner, I'm going to repeat the pattern for the corner, double crochet, then I'm going to chain 2, and then double crochet on that corner. And I'm going to make 1 double crochet on each stitch again until I reach the next corner. So 1 double crochet before the actual corner, and then on the actual corner I make double crochet, chain 2, and double crochet. And I'm going to make double crochet again on each of the stitches until I reach the next corner. I make the corner and then again double crochet. Just remember that we have same pattern for every corner. Now before we end this round, I'd like you to make a double crochet on this stitch, and our last double crochet should be on the top of the chain 3. So on this stitch here on top of the chain 3, we insert our hook. So yarn over, insert on the top of the chain 3, and pull up a loop, 3 loops, pull through 2, and then pull through 2. And we are going to start our new rounds with chain 3. And again, on every round we're going to start making double crochet on the next stitch, as we already considered the chain 3 as our first double crochet. So make a double crochet on the next stitch, and then we're going to make 1 double crochet on each stitch until we reach the corner. So we are going to repeat this pattern until we reach the desired length. And remember, we are going to end every round with making double crochet on top of the chain 3. So for me, I have here 12 centimeter until I reach the armpit area, and that is my desired length. So check your shirt and measure from the top to the armpit area and continue working until you reach that length. So I have here 12 centimeter. I have already reached that length. And now I'm going to check the chest circumference. So I measure the width of the shirt, and I have here 30 centimeter. So that is my aim, 30 centimeter. I'm going to check my yoke. I have only 27 centimeter, but I'm going to adjust my yoke into each side of the armpit. I'm going to add the stitches there. So I need 30 centimeters, so I need to add 3 centimeter more. So it means I'm going to add 1.5 centimeter on each side to balance. I'm going to count how many stitches I need for a 1.5 centimeter. So I have here 3 double crochets or 3 stitches. So it means that I'm going to add 3 double crochet on each side. So I'm going to work going to the armpit. I'm going to connect the front and the back panel. So let's start chain 3, which is considered our first double crochet. And so we're going to make a double crochet on the next stitch. And then we're going to continue making double crochet until we reach the corner. So as you can see, I use a different color of yarn, but there is no change in the pattern. I just ran out of the first color. So there's one last stitch before the actual corner, so I'm going to make here a double crochet. And in the actual corner, I'm going to make 2 double crochets. So 1 double crochet and 2. And since I'm going to add 3 double crochet on each side, so I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to connect this front panel to the back by connecting the corners. So after making chain 3, I'm going to make 2 double crochets on the opposite corner. So 1 and 2 double crochets. So again, I'm going to make 1 double crochet on each stitch across until I reach the next corner. So we're going to do the same on these other corners. We're going to connect them. So I have here one last stitch before the actual corner, so I will make a double crochet. And into that corner, I'm going to make 2 double crochets. So 1 and 2. And since I need to add 3 double crochets as well, so I'm going to chain 3. And I'm going to make a 2 double crochets onto the opposite corner. So 1 and 2. And after this, I'm going to just make 1 double crochet on each stitch until the end. So I'll meet you at the end. So we just completed connecting the front and the back panel of our yoke, and each side of the armpit we have 3 chains here because we need to add 3 double crochets, which is equivalent to 1.5 centimeter. So I have now 3 chains here, which I will make 3 double crochet on each, and I will also do the same on the other side. So let's continue with the next round. So we're going to chain 3, and that is our first double crochet, and on the next stitch we're going to make a double crochet until we reach the corner. So not the corner, I'm sorry, until we reach the chain 3. So we don't have a corner anymore here. So on the chain 3 we're going to make 1 double crochet on each chain. So this is my second double crochet, and then the third chain I'm going to make a third double crochet. So on the next stitches I'm just going to make 1 double crochet on each stitch until I reach the next side or the next 3 chains. And when I reach this side, I'm going to do the same. Do the same on the other side. I make 1 double crochet on each chain. 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm going to continue making double crochet until the end. So my yoke is complete. It fits a 12-month baby, and use a slip suit for this, so it has some allowance and good for a cardigan. And yours might be different depending on the shirt that you use. So here we can add a border on the opening. And if you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing, and thank you for watching.